Hey guys, and welcome to our podcast. This is episode 6 of season 1. I'm here with my friends. Well, one of them's not my friend, and he should go kill himself and stuff. Okay. Bye.
Right. Anyways, this is the sixth episode of the entire series. This is season 1, and and you're gonna be in for a ride. And we have our special guest Amato,
Yeah.
Tukir Amato, with my co-host Jim Wilsonoy, and me, Neil Bella, and we're gonna discuss about many topics. And our first topic is how is life for us so far. We'll pass it on to Tukir Amato and ask how his life is so far. Anyways.
Nah, my life is like all over the place right now. I'm going to uni. I'm studying business. Yeah, and for the past few weeks, my assignments are stressing me out. I feel like dropping out. So I went to places. I tried to calm my nerves with some food every week, and I went to TAFE. No, I didn't. I felt like going to TAFE because uni is so stressful. Yeah. So every week I eat HSP now. I get so thirsty. I drink. I drink water. I drink.
Why are you so specific? I drink water.
I have Gongcha.
Gongcha
I'm promoting Gongcha
and Hot Star.
and Hot Star. I tried many food in the city these days. I went to the inner west. I tried so much food. Yeah.
Alright, I'll pass it on to Jimwell Sonoy.
Hey guys,
So how's life?
my name is Jim.
I know, we know that.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm basically doing at the moment is I'm at TAFE and I'm doing music and. Fuck work. I hate work. Work's like the worst shit like I've ever experienced. Even though it's like the most easiest, like these fucking bitches are like everywhere and stuff. And like, yeah, that's shit. But then the best part is TAFE because I get to see my friends and stuff. And I also drink water. And I don't really drink Gongcha because I'm not the promoter here. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. And yeah, it's a good experience.
Bro, why did you leave it silent? anyways, my turn. Neil Bella. Anyways, my life is kind of boring because like compared to these two, because one of them's like going to uni, the other's going to TAFE, whereas me, I'm just going to like a job agency and still contacting my high school because I got some issues to discuss with my former year coordinator because we gotta contact the higher ups because I didn't receive my HSC. So yeah, we're currently investigating that. We just need supporting documents. I also gotta like other than the job agency appointments, I have to do medical appointments with my psychiatrist and case manager and follow-ups on my AVM, which is basically arteriovenous malformation, which is a bunch of arteries and veins tangled in my brain. So they're gonna have to perform surgery in bruh ASMR. Anyways, they're gonna perform surgery in regular follow-ups in the next 3 years. And yeah, that's about it for me. And yeah, we'll just bring up the topic of just bring bruh, if you saw this on video it would be so much funnier.
We could have just recorded ourselves, but like we don't have a good camera.
Yeah, I know.
And the lighting in this room is just.
Anyways, well, we'll just bring up the topic of the video I shared to them. I showed them before the podcast. It's about Kanye West having controversial statements, and his statement was 400 years of slavery was a choice. Let's hear their everyone's opinion. So, Jim, what's your opinion on 400 years of slavery was a choice by Kanye West?
Can you pass it on to someone else?
All right, I'm gonna pass it to Amato.
Okay, I think the whole video was staged because the Kanye West brought his crew to like the place so they can like record for him, and like all the black people Yeah. So all the people there like looked like they were actually like not really serious. They were just they were like preaching things that like everyone preaches everywhere, like um and like I don't know how it makes sense. How can slavery be a choice? Like you don't choose to be a slave. You're usually forced into it. Like what the heck? That doesn't make sense. That looks like I don't know.
I'm gonna pass it to Jim.
Okay, so like all I saw from the video is just like him preaching like about like how it was a choice and stuff, and like to me it was pretty off because like to me it just looked like acting as well. Yeah. So like what's her name again? Amato. Yeah, he's right. Like it like I'm going with him because like the way you see it from their expression, it just looks like they're just acting, like, and I don't know, you wouldn't look exaggerated when you scream about it. Also, like, it may not be like I think what he means like for slavery would be like the choice was from the people that wanted to have slaves, not the people that were forced into it. That's how I feel like he was trying to talk about. Yeah. I'll pass it on to Neil's perspective.
All right. My perspective is I agree with him on the perspective of the fact that it was staged, because how the hell did that guy get like a camera and set up the other guy? I don't know how they got that shot of that guy, and then he got his own speech. That was probably staged, and they got like they probably took so many takes and cuts, like cut, do it again, and
Look angry.
yeah. And my opinion is that like to me slavery is a choice, because like unless you are born into slavery, so like if your parents are slaves, then you have little choice, but you can always start a rebellion or a revolution. The revolution will not be live. Like in
What's going on?
no, I'm just making a reference to the trailer of Black Panther, because I really like that trailer. Anyways, it's a choice, because think about the Maoris of New Zealand. They fought back. They had a rebellion. They were good. Still a strong indigenous community compared to the Aboriginals or Aboriginal Australians of Australia and the Native Americans of the Americas. You know, like Latin America and North America. Yeah, they fought back, but they couldn't like stop it. Like in my situation, like from where I come from, it's Philippines. You know, they didn't become like the Latinos, because instead, like when apparently from what I researched is that they usually fail DNA tests. They hardly get any European ancestry in them. So yeah, because they fought back, and there was also a treaty in the Philippines of between Spain and Philippines, and that's why you gotta fight back. That's why it's a choice, because you could always start a rebellion or a revolution. You can't just say yes to slavery. I mean, like you gotta fight back, man. It's also a mental game. Like, you know, you have to like sure, you have to obey your masters and all that, but sometimes you have to make a decision and take some action. Like, what if like a bunch of aliens just came here and we had the situation with like European colonists and then Native Americans, Native Australians, the Filipinos, or the Maori of New Zealand. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong because I don't know the actual pronunciation of Maori. I'm just pronouncing it as my own way. Yeah, if would be in the native situation, and the European colonists would be like the aliens attacking us. So like that would be like my opinion, because like you have to, like, slavery is a choice because you have to fight back, man. So yeah, that's about it. What do you want to talk about?
What do I want to talk about?
Oh yeah, no, I got one. We'll talk about Amato, an incident between us. So Amato, what happened?
All I know is there was this guy who sent this message to him which basically it's about like raiding his house. It was like a scenario where they sent like this guy with the assault rifle behind him, and someone else on the phone on Discord like telling him instructions, or the other guy also getting instructions. And he was full on prepared, getting planning everything, like how to defend his house. But like it got worse when the guy sent him like this is asking for his porn stash, making Neil assume, that they're probably trying to target his porn stash. That's why that's why they're raiding the house. yeah, yeah, yeah. And then like how desperate that man was, like made him look like he was like looking for toilet paper as well.
Yeah. So I assumed porn. So he's gonna raid my house for porn and toilet paper. So I convinced him to raid a bank instead of like raiding my house for porn and toilet paper. How desperate does that sound? Also, Amartya, talk about the other incident with you. How many times you got exposed and that time you lost your
Like since I'm in uni right now and I still have like people from high school, like I haven't lost them. What happened was I got exposed like 4 times in a week. One of them was like almost getting exposed from some incidents like around last week, where basically what happened was I was almost arrested. Yeah, I was exposed on the internet in public. Yeah, I felt very attacked. And the next one was it was about some people who called me gay because like I had too many female friends that time. Yeah, they thought I wasn't like normal, like to have like so many female friends. So they thought I was probably gay. That's some sort of platonic around them. And third time was I got yeah, I don't remember what happened the third time.
you being a fuckboy.
Third time I was exposed for being a fuckboy because I was so horny around everybody I talked to. Yeah, but it was okay. It's because even though I was exposed as a fuckboy, I got some mad respect from some people. Like, so it was okay. It wasn't too bad when I was exposed as a fuckboy.
What's the fourth one?
Wasn't it something about?
Talk to the mic.
I forgot. I have to remember. What was? I forgot.
What's the fourth one?
The fourth one was basically in the same week after I was exposed as a fuckboy. I went to these some very questionable places. Not really questionable, but like, and like I went with a few people, yeah, in the beginning. Then somehow I from the way I acted around people, like generally to everyone else, they deduced I went somewhere really questionable. Like, why am I so guilty or suspicious? Like suddenly, yeah. I told them I'm going out today, yeah. That's all I told them, and like I'm meeting someone. That's it. And then now they're thinking like I went to some, place where I did some really cool things with people, like really awesome things with people. Yeah, I played frisbee.
Did you really play frisbee? What other games did you play?
I played frisbee. I played the sprinkler. I played water games. I played donuts. I did so much things. It was so fun this week, though. Even though I was exposed, I was enjoying myself.
Is there jumping jacks? Did you do any jumping jacks?
Anyways, I'll be right back, Neil Bella. I'll be right back, and I'll just leave it to the others.
Oh, I didn't just do jumping jacks. I did gymnastics. I was so experienced. I didn't know I was this good.
It's pretty funny because my name is Jim. Are you implying something over here?
Don't think I'm implying. I'm not. I'm innocent. Like I try to be. Like like I was just joking. Not really.
Coming from a guy that likes to drink water, you sure do make people wet.
Yeah, I love doing that. Like that's why I always bring like an extra, protection for like I don't want to get wet all the time personally.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Neil's not here, and I'm so alone. There's no one there. So like so anything else significant in your life so far?
Well, the most significant thing that ever happened to me was when I went to that fun place. That was just recent, but like anything else would be going to the international airport yesterday. And at the international airport, I was basically like, went in a car, black car, really suspicious. Not really suspicious that the windows were painted black, so no one could see out from outside like what we look like. Yeah, and like we were picking up this guy in 15 minutes before we got charged. But yesterday I tried to go to another fun place. Not really, I didn't go to a place, but what happened was I went to this place in Sefton, and when I went there, they didn't even let me in. Just they didn't even think I was adult. Like I looked too young and I didn't have an ID. So that was sad. Like I was actually depressed. Like on that day, I felt like excluded. I felt excluded. I wanted to go home. Like even though people were like, "Nah, don't go home." I felt so attacked there. Like I was crying. I felt sad. Like I don't know how to express any more sorrow than this.
Yeah, you just I don't know what the fuck happened, but you were just like, yeah, I was so sad and I was terrified. Everything was horrible and stuff. But like, let me tell you something significant in my life. Like, I'm so glad that I'm doing this podcast with two other people besides this fucking weeboo named Chris. Like, fuck. Like, to be honest, like, having a guy named Chris. Oh, peace. Yeah, legit. Who likes like a lot of anime, like is pretty amazing. Like having two other guys in this fucking podcast, because truth be told, like I've been berated by him so many times, because like I date a 16-year-old who's turning 17 this year, and I'm like 2 years older, right? Like and that's socially acceptable, but like he believes it's wrong. He believes it's pedophilia. Like what's your take on this? Like, what do you think?
I mean, like, I think the reason they might think it's pedophilia because they're under 18, but like the other person involved is also under 18. I don't know if that's pedophilia if they're exactly the similar age or near similar age, like a year difference. It's basically like that.
You hear that, Chris? You fat fuck. That's not pedophilia.
Of course, it's not. It's perfectly okay. You can do what you want in life. It's your decision, as long as it doesn't harm anyone else. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. Like, it's socially acceptable. Like, for fuck's sake. Like, if he wants a girlfriend so bad, just fucking get one. For fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause he's always staying in his house. He's always doing this and that. Like, Chris. Yeah. I like to say welcome back to Neil, 'cause Neil's actually back, even though I'm pointing at a chair he's where his ass is supposed to be. But
sorry about that.
yeah, I mean, like, do you think it's socially acceptable to like have someone like 2 years older, like as a relationship? So my girlfriend is 16, turning 17. I'm turning 19 this year. Do you think that's socially acceptable?
Hell yeah, that's like socially acceptable. I mean, like, it's not like if it like it's not like a 10-year difference. It's only like a few years. It's not that much. So what's wrong with that? Why did someone disagree with you?
I mean, yeah, Chris, this guy Chris. Of course, we know Chris, the fat guy. You know the fat one. You know the ones that you know the guy that's like opposite of this black phone. Like, yeah, you know Chris. Yeah, the guy that's opposite of this. Like, he's like the opposite of a stick. Yeah, you know Chris. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, he's disagreed with me like for so many like fucking weeks. Like ever since I got this girlfriend, like my girlfriend, like he'd just be like so toxic because he doesn't have one. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, you're such a pedophile. Stop it. I can't look at you anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. And I've talked to everyone. I've encountered everyone, and they said it's socially acceptable. Like, so, like, why the fuck is he disagreeing?
Bruh. He's probably jealous, he's just trying to he probably wants your girl. I'm joking. He probably wants, I agree with you. He probably wants a girlfriend. He's really desperate, if he wants a girlfriend, then he has to get it on his own.
I mean, yeah, it's life experience. I mean, though, like, when considering since you said he'd steal my girlfriend, like, coming from his size, I think that's double pedophilia. That's like double. That's like double pedophilia. Cause like he would crush her, legit. His dick wouldn't even reach. Like it just like some side of a flab would just blow her up. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the struggles. Yeah, it's like a mystic forest down there, considering the fact that he's Lebanese. Hairiness, you know.
Hairiness is a factor.
Yeah.
So yeah, hairiness is a factor. What else do you want to say to this, Amato?
Well, what I want to say is this Chris sounds very judgmental. That's all I'm gonna say. But like, what he could do, I could recommend like he could go somewhere to satisfy his problems. Like, you know, instead of, you know, like being jealous and everything, he could go to a place with an older woman, maybe, like, you know, and have fun and finish. And then he's probably never gonna have, you know, these problems again.
Yeah, well, like, my advice to you, Chris, is, like, I mean, like, don't give up. Like, I know. Yeah, don't give up. No, like, I'm serious. Like, yeah. What you just said was just like gave him advice, and I'm just like, don't give up. Like, it's like, yeah, but like, yeah, Chris, like, you're on fucking Tinder for a reason. Okay, just like, if you can't socially, like, be there in real life for a woman, just fucking do, like, besides like look for memes like on Tinder, that's not gonna get you anywhere, you know. Like, you should go out there if you can, you know, change your profile, you know, don't be an asshole. That's hashtag don't be an asshole. Just can we put this in the description? Hashtag don't be an asshole.
Sure.
Okay. See ya.
So yeah, anything else you want to say as well, Amato?
The moral of the story is if you're having fun, you're not complaining.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, nothing.
So yeah, that's about it. What else should we talk about?
Yeah, like, it's fucking crazy. Of course, everyone stumbled upon this video. It's called "This Is America."
Oh yeah.
Okay, so like, Childish Gambino, like, he won't, like, AKA Donald Glover, of course, everyone knows, was like, you know, like, he wanted to, he didn't want to explain at all. Like, I saw an interview of a video, and he said he didn't want to explain it at all. Like, he didn't want to, because, like, I think that's one of his last songs, apparently.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's apparently one of his last songs. I don't know. And like, he's filing to, like, retire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah, what's your take on the video, Neil?
My take on the video. All right, it's basically so it's going through the past and the present of America, like the school shootings and probably like slavery in there, maybe some criminal cases. Like, I think I saw a thumbnail on YouTube, like the pants that he was wearing, maybe it was like symbolic of something, but there was a lot of symbolism in the video, cause like even like music videos nowadays, it's not just like nonsense, you know. It's some of them can be very meaningful rather than just like some, I don't know, like if you get like some music videos, I don't know, like you just get a bunch of girls dancing and then like they're like half naked or something. Anyways, yeah, it's very symbolic, like, but I don't know the symbolism within the video, because I don't live in America and the United States of America, that is. But yeah, that's my take on it. Your turn, Amato.
Well, I think I would say I agree with a lot of the things said by and you mentioned by Neil, how about the video and all these social issues. I think the video mostly like does cover a lot of these social issues like in America right now. You know, yeah, that's it.
I mean, coming from what I see, it's most likely like it. I don't know. To me, it kind of shows like what black people do to get over like the struggles. So like you notice the chains on Donald Glover, like and you notice like how he's like shirtless and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's got to do with the entertainment industry and like how like black people play a role in it.
Oh yeah.
You know, like, and how like fame is a thing for them, you know? Like and like yeah, the fact that there's chaos everywhere and stuff, like they don't really care about it as much. Like they just yeah, they live with it and pull forward. Yeah. Yeah, they don't address it. It doesn't help. Yeah. And that would explain why there's like dancing in front of everything, because like it kind of like it kind of distracts everyone from, you know, what's happening. Yeah. Situation like yeah, I like the video. It covers a lot of themes and symbolism, along with stereotypes, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. um like anything else you guys want to talk about in the video, or just like you want to talk about a new topic?
Um, what about what do you think will happen? Like let's just talk about this. I know this is very political, but it's not that political, but it's regarding the U.S. And Korea, more specifically South Korea, North Korea. How Kim Jong Un crossed the border. I mean, yeah, he did. He crossed the border, the DMZ, and he met with I don't know the current leader of South Korea, but he met with the leader and like they spoke and discussed. And what do you think of that? And also, what do you think will happen between the meeting between Kim Jong Un and Donald Trump in, I think, next month? I think June 12th. And yeah, what do you think, Jim?
I don't really know this topic as much, cause like I don't really watch the news. I'm not that woke. You know what I mean? I'm not that woke. But like the question is like, why do they want to meet up now?
Oh, cause they want to meet up because America wants to strike a deal with them, like to denuclearize North Korea, because like you know how America's like the face of the West, or like the face of the world, and they want to denuclearize North Korea so they don't have nuclear weapons. And yeah, that's about it.
I think yeah. If that's the case, then like I guess like it'd be like safer, like, and there'd be no nuclear warfare. Of course, that'd be fine. And you said something about Kim visiting South Korea. Like, why was that?
Oh, cause it was the first time the first time, or in a long time, that the North Korean and the South Korean leaders talked, or crossed the border and talked with each other in a long time. And I'll just pass it to Amartya and see what he thinks.
Well, what I think about the North Korea denuclearization plan is like basically North Korea has been sanctioned by like most of the world, like except like maybe China and Russia. Like they were sanctioned because they were like trying to pressure North Korea into stopping the nuclear program, like by stopping trade and everything with them. So they were suffering economic problems and people were in poverty. So what actually happened was North Korea, I think, finally realized like there's no point in like holding this sanction just to scare the world with their nuclear program. They decided to strategically get their sanction out so they make more money, and like they're currently struggling economically. They're pretty small right now. So I think with this denuclearization, everyone wins because North Korea gets its sanction removed, and South Korea it isn't threatened all the time about them nuking their capital city or something like that every week.
Hopefully, the meeting between Kim Jong Un and Donald Trump goes good, and they will start denuclearizing North Korea. But I think it's under a few conditions, or one condition. The U.S. Army will have to withdraw its troops, or its units within the area, so like near Japan and China, or in North Korea. And yeah, they have to like do it under that condition. What do you think, Jim?
Like for which topic?
Like the North Korea and America and South Korea topic.
Oh well. I'm not pretty sure about the yeah, like I addressed, like I'm pretty sure, yeah, like if the meeting goes well, then like we wouldn't have to worry about nuclear warfare. And like for the North Korea and South Korea like coming together, like I think that's good, like in a way, because like North Korea is very distant, and like I think it's better to like be united,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. Um. So anything else you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Australian who had assisted suicide. I think in Switzerland. Was it Switzerland? Or do you follow the news, Jimbo?
I don't really follow the news though. Like but like so what was this assisted suicide? Like run me through.
I'll ask Amata if he knew about it. Amata, do you know?
No, I just heard about it right now, but like I think it's assisted suicide is a very controversial topic. Like they usually don't like discuss it in the news and everything because like someone wants to die. I know, I understand that, but like when someone else helps them kill themselves, that's like a whole moral issue. Like.
Yeah, cause well, I think it's called assisted suicide because he got the help of medical professionals, and he wrote his final will with his family, and then I think in Switzerland they help people with assisted suicide, so they instead of committing suicide for people themselves, they get someone to help you and commit suicide, but probably like an injection or something. And yeah, it was like this really old man in Australia. I think it was like roughly in his early 90s or maybe in the mid 90s, 90 years old, and he said he didn't like his life anymore because he wanted to die. It's a very controversial topic. What are your thoughts on assisted suicide, Jim?
Well, like there's probably like two sides to it, you know? Like of course, like in any other argument. Like some people would say it's murder, of course, but other people would say it's because it's allowed because it's through consent. Like you can, like the guy asked for it, you know, like
He had like a press conference.
yeah. I mean, like of course, like having a press conference about something is pretty serious, but you know, I think yeah, I think it was, I think it was actually like fine for him to like because you know like I guess like he's lived his life, you know, and like considering the age, yeah, I think that would be acceptable because like any earlier it's just bad, you know, like and not unless you have a disease that just can you know, or like something that something bad to the point where like your limbs have to be removed, you know. And some people don't want that, you know, so like some people would rather prefer death like over, you know, suffering. Yeah.
I'll just pass it to Amato and see what he thinks.
I mean, suicide, like in general, like sounds very bad, but like, if someone really hasn't, like, has nothing but like, just suffering, that's like, I'll never end, obviously, like, there's no option, like, for them to, like, fix it. And if they, like, have to, like, they have no that, like, if it's a terminal illness, I actually agree with Jim here about the terminal illness, like, they're just suffering, they're wasting money of other people, they're never gonna get, cured from this, they're gonna die anyway. They just wanna like save everyone and themselves from the pain. I think I understand that when someone's like wants to die there, but if it's like a different issue, we might need to look into that. Like if it's really like if they really deserve to die, or like are they like an emotional problem right now that they might like fix a bit later. Like sometimes it's like not okay. Sometimes it's okay. Like under certain situations.
Yeah. Cause like I think that was the first Australian to die through assisted suicide through because of aging rather than a terminal illness. So it was like he chose to die because of he was getting old rather than a terminal illness. And yeah, like I agree with everyone here. And like if you have like nothing else to do in your life and you've fulfilled your final wish, and like and you want to die, then it's your choice, because you're the person who wants to die, and as long as you have the consent of your family, friends, and everyone you've loved, then it should be all right, as long as it's done with a medical professional rather than committing suicide by yourself, because that would be a horrible thing to do. And anyways, what else do you want to talk about, Jim?
I'm not really sure. Like how are we doing for time? Like do we have like a lot left, or do we?
Yeah, we got like half an hour left, or
half an hour.
or another hour.
So this is like an hour special sort of thing. Like I would just call it special guest. Yeah. Um. Anything else happening in your life? Like what do you like? What have you experienced so far?
Me? Me, oh man, it's so boring. I mean, like, it's as I said again, I'm currently investigating the HSC with my former youth coordinator from high school, Mr. Garcia, cause I didn't receive it, so we're currently investigating it. Because like even he was like, oh my god, like, why didn't you get a HSC? Like he was like shocked how I didn't receive a HSC. I mean, like, and it was like it was so stupid of NESA that they didn't inform me through a letter or email that I didn't receive a HSC. Because like I noticed that Jimwell received a HSC like ages ago, and I never got it. I never received an email, a phone call, or or a letter. Because like this is so messed up. And then anyways, one day me and Mr. Garcia, we called the higher ups, NESA. So it used to be called Board of Studies, but now it's New South Wales Education Standards Authority, which is NESA. I called them. Apparently, there was 2 exams I didn't go, and I didn't have supporting documents, so that's why I needed those 2 supporting documents for the days for those exams. I was gone, so I went to the GP and I got it, and then I have to see Mr. Garcia on next Monday at 2:45, and then hopefully we'll get the HSC for me. And then during also last week, I think this week or last week, I also went to my job agency, and I consulted with updated with my my work mentor what happened about the HSC situation. She asked is it possible to resit the exam of those 2 exams of the HSC, which is like the ones I missed, which was geography and I think maths. Yeah, and this is gonna sound stupid, but like I said I agreed, and you said yeah, I wouldn't mind doing the exams as long as I studied, but it's so stupid. But like I went to my year coordinator, like after I like when my year coordinator called me, he said, "Oh, don't worry about resitting the exams. You can't do that unless you I re-enroll into the school again, which is gonna be awkward because like I'm a former student of the school, and it feels like I'm repeating. I mean, it's so awkward. So I think this is probably like the second time a decision made by my new work mentor that like it's like awful decision making. Like the other time was when I went to Kogra for no reason. Like they just said go to the info session, because like if they gave me details, then I would have not went to the info session at Kogra. So like so this there was an info session regarding this job, and like after the info session there's like a job induction, like they show you like how to do the job in that, and it was at Kogra, and it was also the first time of going to Kogra, and also the first time seeing trains with quiet what do you call it, quiet carriages, and trains with toilets. I was like shocked. Did you know about this, Jim? Like trains with toilets or quiet carriages?
No, I've heard of trains with toilets, but like have you encountered one?
That was the first time, because that was in Kogra. And what do you think, Amartya? Have you ever noticed it?
Yeah, I've been to trains with toilets, but they're usually like trains that like go to really far places from Sydney, maybe like interstate trains and stuff like that. But like maybe if it's like a casual train within Sydney, was it even Sydney? Kogra?
Yeah. It's in,
Oh yeah. I don't know, that's like weird. Like
it's not on the way to Wollongong.
I don't think I've seen a train with that's not interstate. Like you used to have toilets. What the heck? That's weird.
Oh yeah, and I'd like to bring up another topic. This, I don't know if I should contact the council or not, because like it's gonna sound stupid, but like I I want to contact the council regarding that public toilet in Wally Park, because it's so stupid that they have public toilets but it's locked. Like, who the hell puts toilets for the public to use and they don't even allow them to use it? And also this one's also stupid as well. But you know that place in that Wally Park station, and if you've been to Sydney and been to Wally Park, there's this it's near the rubbish bin on one side, and also where the place where they collect all the rubbish bin, and also the other side where they got that new car park in Wally Park station. I would like to suggest that they should make like I don't know if you've been to Cabramatta, but like they usually have like the Opal thing, and then you can just go to the station quickly rather than going around to the station to the near the news agency, then, because that's gonna take a long time. But I don't know, that's just a suggestion. What do you think, Jim?
I mean, like, yeah, like, I've experienced, like, parks that don't even fucking open the toilets. Like Belmore Park, for example. Like, I have to piss behind the fucking building. I've done that once, and the train saw me. Everyone was looking, and I was like, look at my pee-pee or something. You know what I mean? Like, shit. It's just crazy. Yeah, like, the question is, like, why the fuck would you make things difficult for, like, someone, you know, even if you say it's easy access? You know what I mean? It's just ironic. You know what I mean? I keep saying, you know what I mean, but no one knows what I mean. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, yeah, since that's been happening in your life, that's a pretty interesting story you got there. Like, I mean, the fact that you have to, like, well, you're about to, like, reconsider actually, like, doing the test and stuff. And it just kind of, like, fucked with me, because, like, it just reminded me of, like, flashbacks of high school and how shit it was. Because, you know, fuck high school. Yeah.
Like, I don't mind high school.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't mind high school. I did, like, some embarrassing things that, like, I regret, even though it was funny or entertaining at the time. Like me singing or rapping, or maybe like the time I was dancing. And also that time when people found out about my YouTube channel. It's kind of awkward, but I didn't mind, man. It was like gaining popularity. And yeah, what do you think, Amato, like those public toilets and that suggestion for Wally Park Station?
I find it really weird that like they have public toilets, and with easy access, they say it's easy to access them, but like they actually lock it, make it inconvenient for the public. What they're trying to serve, it's a public service. You're supposed to make it easier for everyone to use it. It's like a free service as well. Like, well, I think they should actually like you know, the government, you know, whoever's running it, I don't know who's running it, but whoever's running it should actually like, you know, make it convenient for everybody to use, because you know they're using these toilets for a reason. They have these toilets for a reason. If nobody uses them, what's the point? Like, you know.
Yeah. And what else? And yeah, like I think the only toilets I found good was in Lakemba, like near the station. Like those two for the male and female. That little, it's just a small toilet. It's only like one toilet seat, and then the other one is like another one. And also this other toilet in Wally Park Reserve, which is like a public toilet, but they open it and then they close it at night. That's really good. That's good. They open it and close it. Yeah. Oh, you want to say something, Jim? Yeah.
You know what's really funny is that, like, we went from serious stuff to talking about toilets. You're like, yeah, I don't know. It's just like it's funny how like time drifts and you just like talk about anything, like ranging from America to toilets. I guess like you can link that, like how shit America is. Yeah. You know, I mean, this is Australia. Yeah, you know, lives in my area. But yeah, I'm gonna make that music video. I'm gonna go shirtless and like run around and like but I actually want to do it like to the point, like, yeah, professionally. Like I want to do it like in the, like, you know, Central Station.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What?
And like I want to have a lot of symbolism, like how like you know, like Asians like fucking make shit for people, like how things are made in China. So like I'd get a really tall white man with holding a little Asian girl's hand, like, and like she's wearing like this like sweatshop, yeah, sweatshirt sort of things, yeah, like, and like someone's just like wearing like some sort of like iPhone thing. It's like I made this and bullshit. Like, you know, that's the slavery today. Yeah, technically, yeah. Yeah, and like yeah, I have like crazy wild ideas, but I don't really like put them to good use. You know, like I mean, like you know, remember the aggressive part of This Is America when he's instead of like the 808s, I'm just gonna use like didgeridoos. Yeah, this is Australia. Yeah, I know someone who can play the didgeridoo, like stuff. He plays it every single day, and and he wears an eye patch. It's so cool, like how like he wears that stuff. You know, like it's just I don't know why he wears it. Just fuck like, but like he has really good ideas and stuff. Sorry, I turned off the mic. Oh. Yeah. I've got the power, man. Like so like okay, so now that you've like talked about like a lot of stuff, I think I should talk about what we hate the most, and it's our other guest. You know, the other guest that thinks he's the owner of this brand. Yeah, he thinks he's the guess who it is.
Yeah. Right. Do you know who it is?
I think it's Chris. Yeah. Yep. It's him.
Because of what he said.
Yeah, what he said. I mean, like don't get me wrong, like you think you own the brand, but you're not doing something about it. Like where's your YouTube video, for fuck's sake? Like where's your Twitch streaming and bullshit? You know, like all you do is watch anime. It's just crazy. I mean, like I'll pass it on to Neil and see and I'll Chris, this is a message to Chris. I'll show you what Neil really feels.
All right, so this is what actually Chris said. He said that like, oh, it was actually my idea for the podcast, and I came up with the name, and you know, I should be given the rights to like change the name, like make my own show. What actually happened was, from my memory, I remember it fully. It was the idea of a podcast was Jim Well's idea, and the name was from my idea. I said, oh yeah, we'll just call it Talkums, and like I remember Chris was like, oh yeah, what should we call it? Even though he's just a special guest, even though he acts like when he's on the show, it feels like he owns the show, and he has this weird sense of humor. I mean, like, if you're gonna like become a comedian, Chris, like be serious, man. Have like legitimate jokes rather than referencing popular culture or like memes. You can't just be a comedian just by referencing memes. Oh yeah, like have you seen this meme?
Yeah, I mean, like memes like to be honest, like sure they're relevant, but like not an everyday conversation, for fuck's sake. I mean, it's like cuz everybody has a different like taste of, you know, like memes, you know, and stuff. Yeah. I mean, for fuck's sake, you know, like shit, like what, like why would he say like that he owns the stuff when clearly like I had a dream of having a Radio Shack? Like legit, like why would he say that? I mean, like it's crazy. Well, like do you have any other advice to Chris?
All right, bro. And he also said that like, oh, I should be given the rights to the show and like make my own show. To like, I just want to use the name because that's we asked for permission, because we were like planning to change the name of Talkums, but we didn't change the name because like because Chris wanted to make his own show, but he wanted to make his own show and like use the name, and he said like oh yeah, I just like Talkums because I like the name Talkums because it rolls off my tongue easily. All right, we get it, bro. You suck dick, bro. Fucking hell, bro. Like fucking hell, like oh my god, man. Like seriously, man. You need to like you need to stop thinking with that mind of yours. You need to be open-minded. Like seriously, you need to be serious sometimes, and like
I mean, yeah, like Neil's right. Like, stop being closed-minded, for fuck's sake. I mean, if you had a girlfriend that was 2 years younger than you, of course you'd fucking go out with them because it's fucking love. Okay, jeez. Love overrules all. It's like not if they're like 9 years old. For fuck's sake, Chris, stop thinking that way. You know what I mean? It's like if you wanna do a podcast with someone, do it and have your own fucking name. Okay, jeez. You don't have to ask us if you want to do a podcast and do your own show. You fucking do it. Don't ask anyone. Just fucking do it. Okay? Do it. Do it.
Yeah, because like he asked for permission because like he thought it would be like a dick move if he didn't like mention us or reference us to like link to the original podcast videos because he wanted to use the name. I mean, like he said, like if I didn't like. If I just made a podcast on my own and used Talkums, like it would have been a dick move. But like during the business conference with me, Jim Will and Chris, it was like we said like he asked us about this and then I said like, oh no, it's alright because like there's no money involved. We don't care. I mean, if there was money involved, yeah, this would have been a legal issue. This would have been this would have been like this would have been the next level. But this is just for fun. This is just like. We're doing this for fun, man. We're not making money. Like, I don't monetize my videos yet. Like, if I do monetize my videos, there'll probably be ads. But if you do see ads, it's probably because of, like, some advertisers put ads on my videos. Anyways, I'll pass it to Jim.
Don't forget to pay us money on Patreon. I suck dick for living.com. Okay, yeah. But no, just like shit. No, I'm not. We're not like that. We don't get you to suck dick just to give us money. But yeah, we're not monetized, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is just for fun. Like if we did go big, which we will. Excellent. Then well, Chris, all I gotta say is fuck off, because you know, like, it's not, you were never part of this. We only called you a guest, okay? Just don't take it too seriously.
And yeah, cause he said he would, like, even though he said that he would make his own show, he asked me like, hey, can I be on your show again? Like, oh my god, I was like, no. I was like, make your own show, man. Don't go on our show. Make your own show with your own guests. Like, why would you be my guest if you made your own show? Like, what the hell, man? And also, like seriously, why would you ask? And then he got pissed off, like, why I'm getting a guest mic. I was originally planning to get Jason Nur Muhammad, like a primary school friend of mine, a friend from all the way back to primary school. But instead, I was also I didn't notify Jason, because instead I just got my other friend Amartya and this other friend, but like this other friend of mine named Matthew. He's a ABC otaku. He's a Australian born Chinese otaku. Is like I met him at hospital and he cancelled this podcast. He was supposed to be on the show for this episode, but like he doesn't like podcasts. It's just not his thing. So we're not gonna get him on the show because it's just not his thing. And like, yeah. And like, he got pissed off. I don't even know why he got pissed off if he's gonna get his own show. And it's like, are you kidding? Are you shitting me? It was like that. And then it was like, who is it? A celebrity? So he's like comparing himself to a celebrity. That's how narcissistic Chris is. He's like, thinks he's a celebrity status. He thinks he's a legend or a god or some shit. Like, seriously, he's like a perfectionist and narcissist. He watches, like, he's like, oh yeah, no one's watching our podcast rather than just me. What the fuck, man?
You know how sad that is? Like, I hardly watch our podcasts at all. Like, you know, like watching like your own work is fucking sad. You know what I mean?
You gotta introduce an audience rather than watching it
Yeah.
yourself. It has to be shared.
I mean, like, if you want a fucking business, Chris, fucking promote it. For fuck's sake. You don't just wait, like what you're doing right now with your job thing, like, which you probably, I don't know if you'll get. Because, like, at the moment, he's at a hiatus, apparently, like, with his job agency, which he's relying on, you know, like, yeah, for fuck's sake, like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with you, legit, like, you can just easily get a job, like, it's not like Neil, where, like, where things can be hard for him, because of the issues revolving around him. Like you only suffer for like what, ADHD? That's nothing. All right, like, and like it's not even like physically, like,
It's not even that severe.
yeah, it's not even severe, for fuck's sake.
Anyways, what do you think, Amato, about this Chris person?
Well, I have some words to say. First of all, relax a bit. Like, why are you so tense? Like, you just came to a show and like now you own the show. What the heck? Like, I came to the show today. I could just take over the show right now, but I
I could just take over the show.
like, like I have people behind that door right over there. Like, open the door. No, I wasn't serious. But like, Chris, what the hell? Like, I know, like you want the show, but like, make your own one. It's not really hard. Like, you could just come up with a new name if you really wanna. Why do you need to ask permission and shit? Like, I agree with both Neil and Jim in this issue. Like because I want to take over the show. Like, that's why. But don't come to my show. Yeah, like, please stay away. Stay away. It's my business. I'm making money out of this. No, not really. Okay, here.
Alright, so wrap things up. Anything else you want to say, Jim?
Well, what was that hashtag thing I said earlier?
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, hashtag don't be an asshole. If you guys want to buy our merch, please please visit the website I said earlier, isuckdick.com. And yeah, and follow us on Patreon. No, not follow us, just fucking pay us on Patreon. For fuck's sake, don't follow us. I'll just pass it on to Neil so he can wrap things up.
Anyways, I'll pass it to Amato. Do you have anything else to say, Amato?
No, I think today was like a good day. Like, that's what I'm gonna say. Like, it was like funny and like I had fun. I came here, I brought in my boys, and there was a fun day. That's all.
You came here on a boat, and you just, I mean, this is Australia.
This is Australia. All right. You've been watching or listening to the podcast, Talkham's podcast, episode 6 of the entire series. This is season 1. Hope you liked it. Subscribe and see you later.
Don't be an asshole.